I'm John Foster. I'm the President and CEO of Odyssey Pictures Corporation. We're home office in Dallas, Texas. Odyssey is a public company that's been in business since 1989, and its primary involvement has been in distribution for international markets. Odyssey has been involved with a number of changes in its last 5 years. One is becoming involved in the branding and marketing areas of distribution. In addition, we've had found ourselves into a area of digital marketing, digital distribution, and even developing certain technology on broadcast over the internet, or IPTV. So lately we've changed from just traditional distributing of movies in the foreign markets into international broadcast over the internet, and more recently we've been looking into the broadcast markets themselves and satellite. Right now what we're looking at are groups of projects, but we've kind of narrowed down our interest by fulfilling some of our areas in the broadcast industry. We look to active markets right now, so mostly children's material consisting of animation or animated projects, animated series. We look to younger audiences because that is, to us, a more favorable market in the broadcast areas that we've become more familiar with. There's a tremendous shift this year, but it has been coming for quite some time. Prices, as you know, have been accelerating in production, and independents have been pretty much edged out of certain facets of the business. And the industry has gone through a lot of shifting, a lot of changes. Money is harder to come by, and the economies have not helped the independent market very well. So you've seen a lot of combinations of business, a lot of people that had to look at other avenues for different tiers of revenue, and those tiers aren't there yet. So we've seen that a lot of people are looking themselves to see what this market may bring and what the new developments may be. And we kind of think that it's going to be multi-tier revenue streams from areas of broadcast and digital marketing as well. What used to take a market's length of time to make decisions now turns into months because placement is a factor, making sure that when you buy the product it's going to have the revenue that you would like to assemble with that product. So you're going to see a lot of time elements increase tremendously, even on months on end. So decisions made last market in Cannes, we're still trying to decide if that's a good acquisition to make by now, AFM. And it's further and farther between as far as making financial commitments these days. You know, in a lot of cases you're dealing with a huge risk market. So in many instances, for my purposes, we are risk managers, and we have to market correctly. And if we cannot market correctly and make a bad decision financially, it takes much longer to recover. Those ancillary markets that were so readily available are now today disappearing. So you have to really look into the future to see what you're going to be able to recover from if you do make a bad mistake, and that's a very difficult recovery period. We have to marry the right sponsor with the right type of product in order to specifically direct that product through a particular internet channel. So what we bring to the table is that full package of paying sponsor and the content itself. And what we do to marry that in order to create revenue for ourselves is to bring about our advertising, multiple content that the sponsor or the advertiser can use in, let's say, education, self-help markets, entertainment markets, and specifically in the children's market, we want to find where that sponsor can be applicable into other areas as well, so that we can broaden their exposure but also broaden our income. Right now, Odyssey is in a position where it is excelling in its expectations. It's moving into the digital interface market to create more of a multifaceted marketing company, online marketing company. We want to be able to bring other people into the sites that we have as channels. We want to bring merge other clicks, if you will, into new channels and affiliate channels that we have become involved with. We find that is a very challenging world right now. There are no time elements. We have to put little goals on ourselves and work a little bit each day in order to attain those goals. We find that we're in a niche for the market that is very active and will be very, hopefully, long-term, to where we don't have to go reinvent the wheel, a year down the line. But it's a good process, it's a good business model, and it's a very profitable business model to engage in. And we're very proud to be able to step up and be involved in that world right